Hello, lovely listeners of Notable New England. I'd love to get your thoughts on the podcast. Are you enjoying it? Is it fun, interesting, and worth your time each week? I really want to make sure it is something that you look forward to, and your feedback helps me to do that. I've put together a super short 2-minute survey. It's just 10 quick questions to hear what you like, what you'd tweak, and even how you first found us. You can find this at bit.ly/NN Pod Survey. That's bit.ly/NN Pod Survey. I have put this also at the top of the show notes, so you can go there, click on it, and take the survey. Thank you so much for listening and for helping me to make Notable New England even better for all of us. Winter is just around the corner, and while the days are getting shorter and the air a little chillier, that doesn't mean the fun has to stop. I'm here to help you trade those winter blues for something brighter. On today's episode of Notable New England, I've rounded up a bunch of great local events, activities, and cozy adventures that'll get you out of the house and loving the season. Let's make this winter one to enjoy, not to endure. Stay tuned. Hello, lovely listeners, and thank you for tuning into this edition of Notable New England. If you're new here, my name is Gretchen B. I am a lifelong and proud New Englander, and this podcast is my way of helping to foster community and get people out there discovering all this wonderful area of our country has to offer. Well, we just turned the clocks back, and you can feel it. Shorter days, earlier sunsets, and that unmistakable chill in the air. Winter is on its way, and if you're like most New Englanders, you might already be groaning a little bit. But what if we flipped the script? Instead of dreading the cold and dark, let's embrace it. Let's get out into our communities, connect with each other, and make the most of what this season has to offer. New England is packed with incredible winter events and activities for everyone to enjoy. There's no reason that this time of year can't be just as fun or even more memorable than summertime. So grab your coat, rally your friends and family, and let's make the most of this season together. Before we get into our list of fun wintertime things to do, let's dig into some Wicked Light Bites, community-oriented stories and happenings from each New England state. Theater in the Woods, Vermont will be presenting 10-Minute Plays, a fundraiser dinner theater the weekend of November 14th through 16th. 8 plays written by community writers will be read by actors in a dinner theater setting. Soups, salads, and sides will be served from 5:30 p.m. to 6:45 p.m. for the evening performances, with readings beginning at 7 p.m. There will be a Sunday matinee on Sunday, November 16th at 2 p.m. with refreshments available afterwards. To get info and tickets, visit theaterinthewoodsvt.org. The 10-minute plays take place at Stone Valley Arts, 145 East Main Street in Poultney, Vermont. Information for this item comes from the Theater in the Woods website. Support your local restaurants and get a discount. Fall Restaurant Week in Portsmouth and the Seacoast is happening now through November 15th. 30-plus restaurants in the region are serving 3 course pre-fee meals ranging from $32 to $52. You're encouraged to make a reservation as seats do fill up quickly. You can find out more information and more about the participating restaurants at goportsmouthnh.com. This information comes from the Portsmouth Chamber of Commerce's Instagram account as well as goportsmouthnh.com. It's the end of an era for a longtime Maine publication. The Farmer's Almanac, based in Lewiston, Maine, will be ceasing production, and its last issue will be the 2026 edition. The Farmer's Almanac was founded in 1818 and has been sharing long-term weather predictions, gardening tips, astronomy advice, and even a best days section that would tell you, for instance, the best days to do activities ranging from fishing to brewing beer to canning fruits and vegetables to having a party, and even the best days to potty train your child. The Almanac's editors said, quote, "Our wish for you is to keep tending what's important. Keep watching the weather and awe-inspiring sunrises and sunsets. Thank you for your support," end quote. Readers can access the website through December 2025, and their social media accounts will gradually begin to wind down. No reason was given for the ending of the publication. Information for this story comes from the Farmer's Almanac website as well as the staff at News Center, Maine. Market Basket, the beloved grocery store chain with locations all over New England, and they are based in Tewksbury, Massachusetts, where you can get more for your dollar, has announced that they've launched their very own lager. MB Lager was crafted by Zero Gravity Beer in Burlington, Vermont, and can be purchased at MB Spirits and MB Beer and Wine locations in Massachusetts, all 3 locations in Maine, and in 33 locations in New Hampshire. Market Basket Lager comes in 12-ounce cans and is 4% alcohol by volume. Information for this item comes from Dallas Gagnon at Mass Live. The Mrs. Potato Head statue called Sunbaked 1966 that used to grace the terminal of Westerly State Airport in Westerly, Rhode Island, was hauled off 3 years ago for repairs, but it hadn't been seen since. The statue was adorned in a bikini, sunglasses, and flip-flops and was created in Block Island by artist Cindy Kelly as part of a tourism campaign for the area. Cindy was saddened to learn the statue was taken away for repairs and feared that it would never be seen again. She had since moved away from the area to Maine. Well, to the surprise of Cindy and fans of the statue, it had been lovingly restored and will be on display at Crestar in East Greenwich, Rhode Island, run by artist Brendan McCarthy. A man, Neil Messier, who says he is passionate about potato heads, spent 2 years repairing the statue and said, quote, "She was in rough shape when I got her," end quote, noting that the tiles were falling off and her glasses were badly damaged. Quote, "It was a slow journey," Messier said. He actually owns 4 other potato head statues that he's restoring too. Neil Messier used to seek out the statues as a child, and then a few years ago, he and his nephew started to try to find some, restore them to their previous glory, and then display them in public spaces so the public can enjoy them. The artist who created Sunbaked 1966, Cindy Kelly, says, quote, "I am feeling strangely maternal and glad she was taken in for some healing. It's heartwarming to know that Messier cared enough and respected the original intent to do such precise work to bring her back to life. It's like seeing an old friend who hasn't aged, thanks to Messier," end quote. Information for this item comes from Sarah Bodden at WPRI 12. A Cheshire, Connecticut student discovered a 150 million-year-old dinosaur bone while working on an expedition in Montana recently. Cheshire Academy senior Aidan O'Connor discovered it while he was helping to winterize a dig site. Connor said, quote, "We were told from the get-go, don't find any more bones. And so, of course, one of the first things I do as I'm trying to get some of this stuff out is find another bone. Thankfully, it was small enough where it could be taken out easily because if it were any larger, it would have turned out to be a much longer week." End quote. Connor says he plans to study archaeology and paleontology in college and eventually wants to pursue a career in teaching. Information for this item comes from Bailey Wright at WTNH News 8. Coming up after the break, we're going to explore some wicked cool, fun, and memorable winter activities and events taking place here in New England that'll keep those cold weather blues at bay. Stay tuned. You are listening to Notable New England. Looking for a thoughtful gift or stocking stuffer that won't break the bank? Give something that celebrates home, New England, and the voices that make it special. Gift the joy of storytelling with Notable New England. It's perfect for anyone who loves podcasts, local history, and the unique charm of our little corner of the world. You can give a Patreon membership starting at just $2 a month, and you get to choose how long it lasts, 1 month, a few months, or a whole year. Visit patreon.com/notablenewengland/gift. That's patreon.com/notablenewengland/gift to explore the possibilities. The link is in the show notes, too. This season, skip the big box bustle and pricey throwaway gifts. Instead, share something meaningful, community, connection, and the comfort of a good story. I thought it would be fun to give you a month-by-month guide to some of the amazing activities and events that you can explore during the winter season that will get you out of the house, exploring our amazing region of the country, and enjoying community vibes as the days grow shorter and it gets darker earlier. I'm going to list events happening in December, January, and February in each state, so you have plenty of time to mark your calendars, make plans, and get psyched to do something fun this winter. And if money is a concern, don't worry. I have a lot of free and low-cost events and happenings in these listings that you can enjoy. I'm going to put all of the links for these events and activities in the show notes so you can just easily click and be taken wherever you need to go. If you want a super low cost and fun thing to do, come to Boston in December and take your own holiday light stroll. Whether walking through the ComAv Mall, Copley Square, going to the Common to see Boston's official tree gifted to us by our friends from Nova Scotia, Faneuil Hall, the Christopher Columbus Park Trellis, the lighting of the ship at Martin's Park, you're bound to see a bounty of lights that'll bring the holiday spirit to life. And a little tip, if you come on Sundays, parking meters are not on, so you can park for free on the street if you can find a spot. Or better yet, drive to one of the tea stations outside of Boston, park the car and tee in and walk around. Grab a hot chocolate at a local cafe and just enjoy the sights. Meet Boston even has a free handy guide to the various spots around the city that you can go see the best lights, and I'm going to put a link to that in the show notes so that you can check it out and plan your own stroll. Experience a Norman Rockwell-style Christmas at the Stockbridge Main Street at Christmas celebration. Stockbridge, Massachusetts transforms itself into a magical New England village with plentiful holiday lights, festive decorations, and family-friendly activities for all to enjoy. The event takes place the weekend of December 6th through the 7th. You can catch live performances, historic home tours, holiday markets, the winter lights display, and on Sunday, December 7th, the festivities celebrate Norman Rockwell's iconic holiday scene, Home for the Holidays. If you are craving a quintessential small-town New England nostalgic Christmas, you'll be in for a treat. For more information and to purchase tickets for the special events that require tickets, I will put the link in the show notes for you to click on. If you want to see a contemporary take on the Nutcracker, check out Clara Dreams, a contemporary nutcracker at the Claremont Opera House in Claremont, New Hampshire. Performances take place Friday, December 12th at 6 p.m. and Saturday, December 13th at 2 p.m. Clara Dreams is described on the Claremont Opera House's website as, quote, a contemporary take on the classic Nutcracker ballet. Clara's family is celebrating Christmas, and she is given a beautiful Nutcracker doll by her uncle Drosselmeyer. Clara's brother becomes jealous, and in his jealousy breaks Clara's new doll. With a little magic and beautiful dreams, Clara sees her doll come to life, repaired, and ready for a battle with the mice and the Mouse King. Clara later experiences the land of snow and the land of sweets in her dreams, where she is rewarded with many fun and beautiful dances in her honor, end quote. Tickets range in price from $19 to $22. The direct link is in the show notes. The Claremont Opera House is located at 58 Opera House Square in Claremont, New Hampshire. Who doesn't love a Charlie Brown Christmas? Well, if you want to hear music from the beloved TV special, make a trip to see the Heather Pearson Trio at the Orchard Chapel, 143 Exeter Road in Hampton Falls, New Hampshire, on Saturday, December 20th from 3:30 to 5 p.m. Heather Pearson is a nationally touring pianist, singer-songwriter, and performer, and she'll be joined by Sean Nadeau on bass and Craig Bryan on drums. They'll be sharing their take on Vince Guaraldi's A Charlie Brown Christmas. Tickets are $26, and you can get them via the Word Barn's website, which is thewordbarn.com. I'll put the direct link to the tickets for you in the show notes. The Bonnievale Environmental Education Center in Brattleboro, Vermont, will be hosting a full moon hike and tea on Thursday, December 4th from 3:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. This is your chance to see the third and final supermoon of the year with a peaceful woodland hike. The hike will be at a steady and relaxed pace for 1 to 2 miles. At the top of Heifer Hill, guests will enjoy a view of the sunset and moon and some time to enjoy tea before heading back. Guests are encouraged to wear sturdy shoes and warm layers. For the stop at the hilltop, you should have an additional layer as it does tend to get a little windy and the temperature drops. You should bring water and personal needs. The guide will have a headlamp, but if you wish to bring one or a flashlight, you can do so. Tickets are $25, and you'll find the direct link in the show notes. The Bonnievale Environmental Education Center is located at 1221 Bonnievale Road in Brattleboro, Vermont. Shelburne Vineyards in Shelburne, Vermont hosts a Wine and Jazz Sundays series each Sunday now through December 21st. You can listen to some of Vermont's finest jazz musicians, rain or shine, starting at 5 p.m., and they'll perform 2 sets. Admission is free. Shelburne Vineyard is located at 6308 Shelburne Road in Shelburne, Vermont. For more information, visit shelburnevineyard.com. The 2025 Bath Holiday Antique Market in Bath, Maine will take place on Sunday, December 14th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Bath Middle School, 6 Old Brunswick Road, Bath, Maine. There will be over 50 dealers from Maine and New England present, and they'll be selling a variety of antiques, vintage goods, art, jewelry, furniture, and ephemera. Admission is $5, and if you're looking for unique holiday gifts, you'll definitely be able to find something at the Bath Holiday Antique Market. Get some holiday shopping done and support local artisans at Christmas by the Sea in Newport, Rhode Island, Saturday, December 6th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Newport Harbor Hotel and Marina, 49 America's Cup Avenue in Newport, Rhode Island. Shop a variety of handcrafted gifts and artisanal products from local vendors. You can enjoy seasonal decor, food, and drinks while you shop. Admission is free. The Ocean State Pops Orchestra will be hosting their Holiday Pops concerts on Wednesday, December 10th at 7 p.m. at the Community College of Rhode Island Night Campus, 400 East Avenue in Warwick, Rhode Island, and on Wednesday, December 17th at 7 p.m. at Rhodes on the Pawtuxet, 60 Rhodes Place in Cranston, Rhode Island. Tickets are free. Dr. Brian Cardini will be conducting and will feature a high-energy program of familiar carols and a few surprises. For more information on the concerts and to claim your free ticket, visit oceanstatepops.org. The Hartford Symphony Orchestra presents Winter Dreams Friday, December 12th and Saturday, December 13th at 8 p.m. and Sunday, December 14th at 2 p.m. at the Belding Theater at the Bushnell in Hartford, Connecticut. The program consists of Tchaikovsky's Symphony No. 1, Winter Dreams, which evokes a snow-covered landscape through lush melodies and rich orchestration, capturing the magic and nostalgia of the season. The other piece being performed is Seasons of Change by Curtis Stewart, which is a reimagination of Vivaldi's Four Seasons through a contemporary lens, weaving improvisation, electronics, and recorded voices to explore climate change and humanity's evolving connection to nature. The concerts are conducted by Carolyn Kwan and features Curtis Stewart, violinist and composer, who is also a 6-time Grammy nominee, and the 2025-2026 Joyce C. Willis Artist in Residence. For more information and to get tickets, visit hartfordsymphony.org. Up after the break, I'll wrap up our list of winter happenings with things to do in January and February that'll keep any winter blues at bay. Stick around. You're listening to Notable New England. Find all things Notable New England at our website, notablene.podbean.com. All episodes of the podcast can be found there, along with links to our social media channels, as well as information about how you can support the show through a one-time gift or through a sustaining membership. And let me tell you, the sustaining membership has some pretty cool perks, including early ad-free listening. Head over to notablene.podbean.com. That's notablene.podbean.com. Welcome back, lovely listeners, and thank you for listening to this edition of Notable New England. I'm going to move on to some winter happenings in each state for January and February now. As the winter goes on, hopefully these items will get you out of the house and exploring all our area offers. The Fruitlands Museum in Harvard, Massachusetts will be hosting a first-day goal-setting hike Thursday, January 1st at 11:30 a.m. Lead nature educator Stacy Karoke will take you on a hike through the Fruitlands trails, and you'll learn how nature resets each winter and gets ready for spring. You'll have the opportunity to explore, reflect, journal, and get a jump start on putting your best foot forward in the new year. All nature journaling supplies will be given to you. Just dress in your appropriate hiking gear. The hiking group will meet at the gift shop entrance. The Fruitlands Museum is located at 102 Prospect Hill Road in Harvard, Massachusetts. This hike will cost $15, and the Fruitlands Museum is part of the Trustees of Reservations, and I'll have a direct link for this program listed in the show notes. Salem Main Streets and the Salem Chamber of Commerce invite all to attend the 24th Annual Salem So Sweet Chocolate and Ice Sculpture Festival, February 6th through 8th. The festival takes place both days from 4:45 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. It's a decadent tradition in Salem that includes 25-plus ice sculptures around town, a kickoff party and late evening shopping on Friday, February 6th, sweet treats and deals at local shops and eateries downtown, and the Chocolate Hearts Challenge throughout the weekend, where you can win prizes for this interactive game around town. For more information and tickets, that information is going to be coming soon at the Salem Main Streets website, which is salemmainstreets.org. Black Ice Pond Hockey in Concord, New Hampshire will be hosting their 15th annual pond hockey tournament January 23rd through the 25th. This is one of New Hampshire's largest outdoor events where over 60 hockey teams and close to 420 hockey players participate. The event also features family-friendly activities including interactive games, a rock wall, bonfires, fireworks, ice and snow sculptures, and food trucks for all to enjoy. The event takes place at White Park in Concord, New Hampshire, and there is parking available nearby. For information, you can visit blackicepondhockey.com. The Squam Lakes Winterfest is scheduled to take place Saturday, February 14th, that's Valentine's Day, from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Winterfest is free and open to the public and includes a chili cook-off, winter mini golf, sledding, ice skating, a campfire with s'mores and hot chocolate, and a Squam Lakes Natural Science Center discovery table. The event will take place at 534 U.S. Route 3 in Holderness, New Hampshire. Elmore State Park in Elmore, Vermont hosts its annual Free Ice Fishing Day and Festival on Saturday, January 31st from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's a day where anyone, resident or non-resident, can go ice fishing without a fishing license. Learn ice fishing basics from tip-ups to filleting fish. Vermont Fish and Wildlife staff will be there to help everyone enjoy a winter day ice fishing with friends. Elmore State Park is located at 856 Vermont 12 in Elmore, Vermont. The 9th Annual Winter Renaissance Fair at the Champlain Valley Exposition Center will take place February 7th and 8th. The address is 105 Pearl Street in Essex Junction, Vermont. This indoor event is family-friendly and features singers, musicians, dancers, medieval living history, and fight demonstrations. There are over 85 artisans and craft vendors, and some of the items that you might see would be jewelry, wood crafts, medieval-inspired clothing, leather crafts, swords and armor, mead, and lots of great food and drink. The Winter Renaissance Festival will run from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. both days, February 7th and 8th. Tickets are $20 for one day, $30 for 2 days, and kids under 6 get in free, and there is free parking. Saddleback Mountain in Rangeley, Maine will be hosting their 4th annual Vertical Challenge on Sunday, January 26th from 7:30 in the morning until 3:30 in the afternoon. This series is free and it features casual ski and snowboard races open to all ages and all abilities. And there are gold, silver, and bronze medal winners for each category. In addition to the races, guests can enjoy snowy activities and games, free samples, and prizes that will be given away. For more information, you can visit saddlebackmaine.com. Save the date for the 35th Annual U.S. National Toboggan Championships, February 6th through 8th at the Camden Snow Bowl in Camden, Maine. The Camden Snow Bowl has the country's only gravity-driven, ice-filled, 400-foot-long wooden toboggan chute with a vertical incline of 70-plus feet. Toboggan racers can travel up to 40 miles per hour before sliding out onto frozen Hosmer Pond in a bid for custom trophies and bragging rights. More than 400 teams compete, and the event attracts a crowd upwards of 5,000 people annually. It's a thrilling event for the whole family to enjoy. For more information, visit toboggannationals.com. Craft beer lovers will not want to miss Rhode Island Brew Fest on January 31st at the Waterfire Arts Center, 475 Valley Street in Providence, Rhode Island. The event features 50-plus craft breweries and over 200 styles of beer. Your ticket purchase gets you unlimited samples, access to food vendors, and more. And you'll receive a custom glass to take home. There are 2 sessions on January 31st. The first is 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., and the other is 5:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Tickets are $60 in advance, $70 at the door. If you want to come as a designated driver, tickets are $20 in advance and $30 at the door and include non-alcoholic drinks, snacks, and a pint glass. Calling all vegans, Rhode Island Veg Fest will be back at the Waterfire Arts Center, 475 Valley Street in Providence, Rhode Island, from February 21st through 22nd. This event features 2 fully vegan days of partying with vegan food, vendors, cocktails, beers, and more. The event runs noon to 5 p.m. both days, February 21st and 22nd. There will be over 85 restaurants, bakeries, and food and beverage producers in attendance, as well as artisans and makers. There's free parking, too. You can also get VIP tickets, which include a swag bag with vegan goodies and early admission at 11 a.m. For more information and to get your tickets, visit rivegfest.com. If you've been daydreaming about making some improvements to your home and think maybe after the winter you'd like to embark on some, you can attend the Hartford Home Show at the Vale Field House, 1280 Newfield Street in Middletown, Connecticut. the weekend of January 3rd and 4th. The home show will feature a variety of home improvement experts, resources for home improvement, landscaping, and design services, and exclusive discounts and offers. There will be remodeling exhibits too, so you can get some design inspiration. Tickets can be ordered for free in advance, or they are $10 at the door. Visit homeshowhartford.com for more information or to get your free tickets today. Save the date for the 15th Annual Fire and Ice Festival in Putnam, Connecticut, which is slated to be held Saturday, February 7th in downtown Putnam, Connecticut. This annual Valentine's Festival features epic fire performances, ice sculptures, ice carving demonstrations, and ice carving contests, as well as a beer garden, luges, face painting, a vendor fair, food trucks, and roving performers. You can also frequent the downtown Putnam businesses and shop to your heart's content. It's always a fun event and usually runs from noon to 8 p.m. Details are coming soon about the festival, so make sure that you visit discoverputnam.com to keep yourself up to date. I hope you've gotten some great ideas from this list to enjoy the winter months here in New England. There's a ton of things to do, so if you're getting cabin fever or just need a little boost, go to one of these events that I mentioned, or of course, find others going on in your area and enjoy yourself. Meet your neighbors and celebrate winter. As I mentioned, please see the show notes because I have links to all of the events and happenings that I mentioned, and you can also see my episode research source information as well, and musical credits. I'll be back on Sunday, November 23rd with a new episode of Notable New England, and I hope you'll tune in. Until next time, I hope you take the chance to get out into your communities and explore all that our wonderful region of the country has to offer. Take care, everyone.